Hey, what's up, fam? Gambler's Parade continues to be one of the most anticipated manga for me each week. It's only obviously it's still got that fresh newness, that a little bit of unfair thing that it's only a month old compared to other series, but at the same time, it's just the design for the characters, the art style, the kind of way that the fights are going to be in a potential. There's potential to have like shown any powered battle stuff, but it doesn't have to. But it also is keeping these gambling like games and wagers in a very interesting way, and I think that's pretty cool. So kind of where we left off, Komode is going to compete against Slash in order to get over Karin so he can have her back in her team. Obviously, there's a chance for him to take down another gambling crew where Slash wants to get rid of the gambler killer as they call him. It's actually really funny because the chapter starts out. They talk about how well, they didn't talk about the page did that he's the reason is I think that form looks like that and it's like all fucked up and he's like bleeding out his like mouth and eyes and stuff is his blood flows in reverse. He hates gambling that much, and that's why he turns into like this weird twisted looking monstrous state, which I really like just like looking at it. It just looks so cool. But like other characters are looking at like geez, what's going on with this dude? He looks crazy, and then Slash just seems completely unfazed. It actually really reminded me of like when Saitama, that whole like okay meme. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. Just Boros okay. That's kind of what I got from this a little bit. Obviously not to the same degree, but it's still pretty. It's funny and it reminds me of that. But now they're doing their own special gambling match that looks like his Slash had set up, kind of ready for it. Or only can have one person each, be there. Komodo takes Karin, and Slash takes the, I'm guessing, blonde hair out of the two chicks, the lighter skinned blonde haired chick. And she ends up like carrying him there because he talks about how everything seems kind of boring to him, and he thinks that everything's kind of a chore. He's like he says, what was it, like breathing and like even breathing is troublesome to him, eating, walking, and exactly like it's just all like a huge pain in his ass. He just doesn't want to do it, and that kind of correlates a lot with what Komodo was saying when he's like talking about how like the only thing like a gambler really kind of does is try it's really just wait for those next spots to gamble. They don't really have any other like way of like being. And I thought it was pretty funny. He seemed like he kind of like stereotyping the hell out of him, and then Slash like confirms it at least for him is like right on there. And then they end up getting to their game, which is it's like these machines like hooked up to these oxygen tanks. It's gonna looks like it's gonna be a type of roulette, but it has to do with the oxygen level that they're gonna be like intaking. Like he calls it the killing roulette. Like it's gonna be a game for where they're gonna slowly like breathe less and less. And I'm wondering if Komode's ability and like the is gonna come into play here. We're gonna find out maybe he's got some form of power or anything kind of beyond what he's displayed already. But the chapter was very interesting. Art was stellar the whole time. The characters are all really cool. And I look forward to the next one. I'm happy that it's being translated regularly on Jimenez Box. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check this out. But otherwise, like this video if you enjoy this kind of content. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe recommend either myself or this manga to a friend that you think might be interested. But anyway, thank you very much for listening.